Hi, Anti-Society! Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out some more summertime rendering, and we are getting so close to the end, but I don't know, I have some weird feelings at this point because I feel like the ending of this series needs to be something that kind of blows my mind a little bit, and I'm just not sure how it's all going to wrap up. I did really like Shinpei's plan earlier on, just showing off how clever he can be when he's really pushed and is really like putting everything he has into it. Like, I feel like there's so many times where he's very tentative and he's worried about what's happening to his friends, he's trying to do what's right, and he gets a little bit caught up in his like worry and anxiety, which, I mean, fair enough. He has a lot of responsibility put on him to save this entire town of people, so I can understand why he might have a little bit of anxiety about him making all the decisions with that. But every once in a while he kind of completely lets that go and he just has a ton of confidence in himself, and it's really something to see as he like puts those plans together. Especially having So be like such an important part of that plan just makes me personally happy because I love So. He's one of my favorite characters in the series. So getting to see him as this person who doesn't really have anything particularly unique about them and who is learning about all of this shadow stuff right at this moment, like the last, what, number of days? He's been through a lot, so getting him to be one of those like important parts of this whole overarching plan just makes me really happy, and I'm sure that it is really great for him too to feel like he is so useful to the group. We did have like maybe Heine's story coming to an end in some way. They seem to think that they have defeated them, but it feels anticlimactic. Like, I don't want to let the story of Heine go because I feel like there are so many mysteries wrapped up in what they are, who they are, why they are the way that they are. Like, I have so many things that I want to still know about Heine that I'm just like not ready to let the character go. So I hope that that's not the end for the character, but we're so close to the end that it very well may be. Like, that might be the end in terms of like getting any more information. Heine might still be around as a kind of like god of the island, especially since we saw traces of, we still have traces of Heine with Shinpei and Ushio. They both still have like the eye change, that they both have one of Heine's eyes. So maybe we'll get something about Heine later on. Like, if they still have access to that power, then I'm assuming something of Heine is still around, but I don't think I'm gonna get all of the like in-depth character analysis that I really want about who Heine is, which is unfortunate, but here we are. But we're getting, I feel like, closer and closer to like the final battle. Maybe not. They might loop again on me because they do tend to shock me with those. Who knows? So let's get into the episode. In 3, 2, 1, go. We're getting the credits over the actual show. That means that something intense is going to happen in this episode. Ugh. It's a very creepy child. Uh, oh, there's a lot happening visually and being thrown at me information-wise. I wonder if something will happen with Ushio because of the eye, but I also wonder if we're going to restore Heine because we did that with Ushio. We've proven that you can. In some way. Like, go to a previous part of the timeline before they destroyed Heine. Oh, the desperation. I mean, you don't have to like your parents. So, ooh. Oh, we've been taken over, huh? Oh, the scream. That was also a scary visual. Oh, his foot. Leg, I guess. Oh my gosh, somebody watch out from a boy. Thank you. Oh, they're ganging up. Oh, they use the reflection in the eye. Oh my goodness. We're having a confession now. I love the color shift though. We looped. Maybe. It feels like a loop because of the in between, like before. But this does not seem like a previous part of the timeline. At least not Shinpei's timeline. Also, is it just me or has the budget gone up on the animation? It's like oddly pretty. I like that the sky with the like blacked out sun is almost like the red eye that Heine has. Maybe we are gonna get some Heine backstory. You should have a bad feeling, yeah. Well, if they didn't know you were here before, they know now. It's a good point. Oof. Ugh, the sound that his leg made. Uh-oh. That's true. We did say that humans aren't supposed to survive in a place like this, so you might want a shadow in the control seat. The change in the voice, like shout out to the voice actor. The way that Shinpei sounds different depending on who's in charge of his consciousness. Excellent job. Ooh, um, there are other wildlife here. He's adorable. Yeah, maybe we should be paying attention to what's going on. It's cute that you're bonding, though. Is this related to the egg thing we were talking about before? The music has shifted in the background, too. There's like a faint vocalization, which makes me think that, it puts me on edge immediately. Is it literal, like, shadows of the people that should be living here? Like, what's left of the village? In, like, Heine's mind? Like, they can't remember, like, the details of who these people were. They just remember that people used to live here. Ooh, or maybe it's related to Ushio. Uh, oh, it's gonna be tricky now that they're overlapping, though. Because Shinpei will never let you hurt Ushio. but he wants to fulfill his sister's promise. It's weird. I've gotten used to Heine being hostile. So was it like a similar thing to how we had like the two Shides, like the splitting, a similar thing that happened with Heine? But was it like because of a specific thing that Shide did? The little chibi. We finally gotta get some of what she saw. But why? Why end the world's existence? I don't know about that. It's really interesting to have the color shifted to black and white for like the World War II references. Oof. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, it feels like memories being all mixed together. I feel like I've been quiet for a really long time because I've been like trying to keep up with everything. It makes me sad, the memory that's being pulled. I feel like we shouldn't trust you, but we probably are. I feel like we forgave really quickly. We were like, oh, they're different people, so it's fine. I'm like, you still have the face of the person that killed him. Horrifically. Ate him. Oof. Dang, this is like some shonen action scene right here. And it might. We've been down this road before. It's not the real one. Ooh. Ah. We're gonna hack the other one. So there's gonna be two now? Possibly on our side? Uh-oh. I'm gonna be honest, that episode kind of made my brain hurt because there was so much information. I was trying to keep up with it, and I'm not sure if I fully grasp it, and I apologize. I'm trying. I really am. So like we have multiple Haines, right? So we have like the one that was friends with Hisuru, and then we have the one that's been eating people. Different entities, but they're still kind of connected. Like I feel like it is kind of like Shide, where like he had multiple of himself. He had like the two forms of him. Both of them were like connected to his memories and his personality, but they were like two separate things. But then like, why is one of them eating people and one of them's just like a little girl? I don't know. I don't know if I fully got it. Honestly, I think that the world that they're in right now, though, the like world of the dead, Tokoyo, I think is what it was called, is like a really cool thing aesthetically. I love all of the shifting and like colors and aesthetics of it to kind of fit with the memories and what's being projected into this place, because it doesn't have a real time to it. So everything's just like overlapping within this space. I think that that's like really cool, especially with a series that's so focused on like time and how time works and controlling it and stuff like that. So there's some really cool things in this. I do feel like this is an episode that I might have to rewatch and just like take in the information, because my head kind of hurts trying to take it all in on first watch, because I was trying to like read subtitles and also see what was happening and keep up with it. There was a lot thrown at me, so I'm sorry that I don't have like better put together thoughts at the end of that, but I'm gonna let it simmer, you know? We'll let it sink in over the next little bit, and I might rewatch the episode before I move on to the next one. So, I mean, rewatch this episode before I move on to the next one. See, my brain's not working properly after that, but I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so you know next time I post a summertime rendering reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye!